Look at this forest that I'm in. It's so peaceful. A forest is a place to think peaceful thoughts, contemplate ideas, and ponder the world. So what was I thinking? How do you start an airline? The aviation industry is one of the hardest to break into. It's so hard that most of the airlines that we fly on today have been around forever, and there are only a few airlines that are under 20 years old. So how do you start an airline? Let's look at some inspiring examples from around the world. First, let's go back to the 1920s. Delta has its oldest roots in Macon, Georgia, where it started in 1925. When they started, they weren't flying passengers, they were watering fields. They started off as a small crop dusting company before transforming into a passenger airline, then growing into the international giant that they are today. Today, it's not uncommon for airlines to merge. Delta has merged with 4 different airlines. Many airlines are born this way, including British Airways, Air France, United, and American Airlines, which was formed in 1930 as a result of the merge of 82 smaller airlines, originally calling itself American Airways before changing to American Airlines in 1934. They were one of the first to make airline one word instead of two, something that Delta still hasn't figured out almost a century later. In 1967, an idea for a new type of airline was conceived by 2 businessmen at a bar in San Antonio, and they sketched out their idea on a napkin. That idea was Southwest Airlines. This new idea brought a more budget-friendly option to air travel. They decided to start the airline, and despite heavy criticism and skepticism, Southwest has become one of the largest airlines in America today. Southwest has gone on to be the inspiration for many airlines, including Ryanair in Europe.
Thank you for flying Ryanair. Last year, over 90% of our flights arrived on time. We hope you enjoyed yours, and we look forward to welcoming you on board again soon. Ryanair. Low fares, made simple.
In 1983, a new budget airline called Charter One Airlines was created. It was actually formed by a trucking company called Ground Air Transfer, who wanted to try their hand in aviation. So, Charter One Airlines was created. It was budget-friendly and heavily focused on tourism. It was a great success, and they eventually decided to ditch trucking altogether. The airline eventually changed its name to Spirit Airlines in 1992, and has become one of the most well-known airlines in America today, though not always for good reason. And we cannot do this video without talking about David Neeleman. He founded Hooters Air in 1992, a budget airline taking a lot of inspiration from Southwest. This Salt Lake City airline was full of innovative ideas as they were the first to use ticketless travel. The airline was actually merged into Southwest just 2 years after it was created. That was okay with David though, as he had just started WestJet a few months earlier, which today is Canada's 2nd largest airline. Oh, and he started JetBlue in 1998, and Azul in 2008, and Breeze in 2018. This guy founded 5 airlines from the ground up. I will leave you with one more airline, one that is now deceased. I'm not talking about Pan Am or TWA, as we remember those fondly. During this video, we've learned a lot. Spirit Airlines showed us how companies can change industries and become anew. Not this airline. Southwest taught us how a new idea can turn into a wild, inspiring business. Not this airline. In 2003, Hooters, yes, that Hooters, started an airline based in Charleston, South Carolina. This airline was created as a means to advertise the restaurant chain and was often criticized as a flying billboard. It was marketed as a low-cost airline with good service. But yeah, their business model led to a failure just a couple years later, and they lost tens of millions of dollars. So yeah, that's the video. Hope you learned something, and as always, go outside.